Hi, boys and girls. I wanted to come on and talk to you about your biography project and just go over a couple things with you so you know exactly what to do as you're working. I'm going to attach a PowerPoint that has a review of the text structures. So if you're not sure of cause and effect, problem solution, sequencing, things like that, you can read through some of the information just to get a refresher. Okay, when you come back, whenever I see you next, we are going to go over the text structures again. But in case you just need a little refresher, I'm going to attach a PowerPoint to this assignment. Okay, so the next time I see you, when you come back, these are the things that you should have finished. Okay, so let's go back in time to the first couple things that we did. Now, Aiden, you cannot laugh at my picture, what I'm about to show you, okay? So this is my Roald Dahl drawing. Oh my goodness, I tried my best, and I colored the picture too. Remember, you do not have to color the frame around it. That's totally up to you. I just colored a little bit, but if you want to, fine, but you don't have to. But I would like your picture to be colored, okay? So that was one of the first things that we did. We completed the picture. And then on the back, you did the 5 events of the timeline, and then you wrote those in paragraph form, okay? So then whenever you came back in school, if you remember, Bailey, what we did, this was totally blank, right? And I gave you some class time, and some of you went home and you might be finished with this, but just to review, we did the 5 facts about our person, okay? We went over facts and what facts and opinions are, just again, like probably a review. And I really want your 5 facts to be different from your timeline facts, okay? So I want you to come up with, use your book, use your iPad, use the notes that you took, 5 different facts about your person for the circles, okay? Then we went ahead and we did the problem and solution, okay? Remember, every person that you chose to write about had many problems, whether it was, making a basketball team, writing their first book, becoming president, something in their family, something as a child. They all had problems. So the one that I chose for Roald Dahl, when Roald Dahl was in school, his teachers did not think he was a strong writer. So what was his solution to that? He proved them wrong and went on to become one of the most popular children's authors of his time. He had other problems I could have written about, but I just chose that one. Okay, I thought that was interesting that as a student, his teachers did not really view him as a strong writer. Okay, so that's what I chose for my problem and solution. You only have to select one. Let's go on the back underneath your facts and talk about cause and effect. Okay, oops, sorry, I'm just trying to turn it there. Now, it's okay, my cause and my effect boxes, they repeat a little bit of information that I already have in my file folder. That's okay. For cause, I thought this was interesting, that he loved chocolate, okay? So as a result, this inspired his book, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I have that event on my timeline. I wrote the date and whenever he published that book. So it's okay for that one that I'm kind of repeating information. It's also okay for your problem solution if you're talking about something that you've already mentioned, either in your facts or on your timeline. But I really just want your facts here to be different than, what you wrote for the 5 timeline information pieces, okay? The last thing I would like you to do is the notebook paper that in your folder is blank, because I told you that I would make a video and tell you what needs to go here. All right. But before we get started, can anyone tell me what a character trait is? Do you remember what a character trait is? Okay, even though the desks are behind me, I see that Xander has his hand up. Xander, what is a character trait? Do you remember? Yes, it's actions, words, how a character acts, what they say, and words that we can use to describe them. Okay, I'm also going to attach a character trait list for you in case you need some help choosing one. Okay, so the character trait that I chose for Roald Dahl is that he was ambitious. So I want you to set yours up exactly like mine, and I will take a picture of this as well. So I want you to write down the character trait that you choose for your person, 3 reasons why, and then again, turn those into paragraph form. So if you look through mine, character trait ambitious. First thing I have, he worked for an oil company before joining the Air Force. Second, in 1932, he went on an expedition to Newfoundland. 3, he wrote several television and movie scripts. Okay, again, I already said on my timeline that he was in the Air Force, so that is a repeated piece of information. Okay, but it ties into him being ambitious, him being very driven, very determined, very motivated. I could have picked a few other character trait adjectives to describe him, but that's just the one I went with. Okay, so here's my paragraph. Again, basically just repeating the 3 things, I just put them in paragraph form. Roald Dahl demonstrated ambition throughout his life. I changed the word a little bit because if I said that he demonstrated ambitious, that really wouldn't have made sense. Roald Dahl demonstrated ambition throughout his life. First, he worked for an oil company before joining the Air Force. Next, in 1932, he went on an expedition to Newfoundland. Finally, he wrote several television and movie scripts. Okay? Finally, I'm going to end with a wrap-up sentence, a concluding sentence. So this is the one that I chose to write. I don't want to just say, that is why Roald Dahl was ambitious. Okay? Again, like we're in 5th grade now, so we want to add like something a little bit more than just like, that's kind of the easy way out. So let's really try to think of a good wrap-up sentence for our character trait paragraphs. Okay? And this is the one that I came up with. Let's see. Throughout his life, he showed a strong desire to try out many things with drive and determination. Okay? So I would encourage you and challenge you to do the same for your wrap-up sentence. Okay? So again, when you come in, the next time I see you, this file folder should be 100% complete. Something else, I'm sorry, I don't think I mentioned that we worked on in class, the 2 quotes. Okay? You can have your quotes written around the box if you want, so you're kind of like turning and like writing them. I just put mine at the top and at the bottom. You can have more than 2 quotes. The first quote I said was, "A little magic can take you a long way." And this was from the book James and the Giant Peach. So I also put that in there. And then the other one, "Having power is not nearly as important as what you choose to do with it." Okay? Please make sure you're putting the quotations around the sentences. Okay? So, drawn picture, colored, 2 quotes, 5 events on the back, and then in paragraph form. And please do not put the birthday or if they have passed away, the day of death on the back, because then that only limits us to 3 events. Okay? Then we have our 5 facts on the circles. We have the cause, the effect, the problem solution, and then the character trait information. Okay? So again, when you come in the next time, this should be completely finished. The next step, what we're going to talk about is how we are going to share this information out to our peers. Okay? So that will be our next step. If you have any questions, please comment, email, let me know. I hope that this was helpful for you, and I look forward to seeing your finished projects whenever you come in next. Okay? Have a good day.